Yes, we are finally finished at the ISPO exhibition here in Munich, and here's the highlights.
So this is our new Duke. We have actually two new Dukes, a 412 version and a 616 version. You see here the 412 version. And what is really unique is our new toe design. So the Duke is still the Duke. It's still a hardcore freeride binding, but this time in a frameless concept. With a toe that both gives you full downhill and release performance, and at the same time gives you the option to use pin technology for the way up. So it really takes both. You have the option to lock the toe on your ski if you don't want to take it off, but you can also take the toe piece off and save 300 grams per binding for the way up.
But then you have to put it in your backpack.
You put it in your backpack, of course, yeah. So you save it on your foot.
What is the meaning to take away and put the weight in the backpack? You think it gets easier?
Well, yeah, saving weight on the steps you do with every step you take makes a huge difference. If you save more than half a kilo on your feet, if you do 1,000 meters vertical, it's a lot. You save a lot of energy for sure.
Cool. So what is the weight for this one?
The weight for this PT 12 version will be 1,150 for the way down, as you see it here now. But if you remove the toe for the way up, it's 850.
And you can use this one with regular alpine boots also?
You have fully sole adjustment, so you can have alpine boots, touring boots, and grip walk boots. Yes.
Right.
And yeah, let's just to quickly talk about the heel. We are using the new generation of Esquire heel here for the PT12 for the first time, and for the 16 we're using our Jester heel that freeride fans know from Baron and Duke and Jester from the past, but in a new generation.
So how many different angles have you here?
You have just a neutral walking mode like this, and then you have a 10-degree climbing aid. If you push with your pole here and get it up, and then you have one 10-degree climbing aid.
So two different?
No, it's a
Free.
neutral walking mode and it's 10 degrees.
Okay.
Exactly. And for like changing between ski and walk mode, you don't really have to do anything in the heel. You just leave it there, because if you move here to walking, you get like a few millimeters, 30 millimeters to the front, so you don't need to worry about the heel at all for changing. Yeah, it's quite easy to use, and yeah.
So why should I choose this instead of maybe a Salomon Shift or bindings like that? What is better, you think?
Well, so we have a fully adjustable release in the toe and the heel, and especially for the 616, we're going up to 616, and giving you really the full-on freeride heel with the magnesium housing that freeriders know, that the market knows and is trusted. So it gives you just a lot of performance and safety aspect as well. Yeah.
And when can we see this in store?
Well, next fall 20.
And what is the price?
In euros, it will be 600 for the 16 and 550 for the 12 version.
HF is the new category that we add on top of the traditional overlap construction, the buckles construction, and we may call it Nordica. And this was a project that started more than 2 years ago, that was requested by the end consumer. They were looking for super easy entry ski boots, super easy to close, super easy to handle, to enjoy only the snow and to not think too much to use a product. I would like to say that this is the e-bike for the ski boots, so something that may help you to do what you like more, but maybe you are not supposed to do it anymore because you were not able to wear ski boots, or it's too difficult, or you are back pain and you don't want to bend over and to close the buckle. So you may get in and get out super easy. There is this back mechanism that with the red wheel that increase or decrease the volume, and just opening the boot you may get in very easily, and as well with your foot you may close. This is the mean of HF. HF means hands-free, so I don't want to use anymore the hands to close the buckles. You may close the system with the other foot. And at the same time we have a pole then you may use to reopen when you finish to ski. Primaloft construction on the liner, so very warm construction. Gripwalk soles, we have as well Michelin soles, rubber soles on the Terminated model on the Elite series. A new innovative system of B-injection of the plastic, so double density on the shell and on the cuff to have a wrapping setup as well on this construction. But I think that the key of the comfort and the key of the performance is given by the liner. We are using a traditional liner that is not a two-pieces traditional liner that we use in the old boots of this category, with a 3D construction with full cork, Primaloft, isotherm material, so very warm, fully thermoformable as the shell, so the ski boots is fully customizable.
So what is the biggest difference between, say, my parents' ski boot that I bought for 30 years ago compared to this new one?
First of all is the fit, because with the old construction of the liner you don't have a heel retention that it's now guaranteed by the construction of the liner. So the first thing is that the connection of the internal liner and the external shell that is precise, is completely another thing. The anatomy of the ski boots that is modern, so it's shaped around the foot, and as well also the construction with the double pivot, so the 2 hinges that guarantee an extraordinary lateral transmission on a boot that is built in this way versus a traditional one. So not only comfort but as well performance. Back retention very strong, because usually these people need support from the back, and at the same time a good flexibility to control the modern skis.
Would you recommend me to buy one of those?
Not one, 2 or 3 maybe.
Thank you so much.
We were backcountry skiing in a class one day, and they're engineer types, and they said, why are we digging snow pits? It takes 30 minutes. We're doing multiple a day for our safety. There's got to be an easier way. And so flash forward 3 years, we've teamed up with the University of Oklahoma Radar Institute and have created an ultra-wideband radar that picks up the layering in the snow just like you would on a snow pit. In a millisecond, you can get the entire snow profile, both in the snow pilot form as well as the high fidelity profile. We use exact same classifications as you would in a normal snow pit: knife, pencil, 1 finger, 4 fingers, and fist. In this scan in particular, the snow goes down to 180 centimeters. We have problem areas at 155 and 102 centimeters. So if I saw this scan for myself, I would say, if it's a good powder day, I'm not going to ski anything steep, but I'm still going to go out and have fun. I'm going to ski angles that are low, less than 30 degrees.
And how correct is the scan?
This is extremely accurate. It takes all the human error out of digging a snow pit. So if you and I were skiing together, we'd probably come up with different findings, right? My fist is much stronger than yours.
That's true.
Yeah, no. So it takes that part of the air out of it. Also, we can do multiple scans a day, which is important, right? So perfect example for me. Tammy and I are going to go skiing. We're going to dig a snow pit at the beginning of the day. We're going to do a scan to calibrate. Okay, this matches, right? I trust that this is exactly what I'm going to find. And then I can do multiple scans a day.
You don't have to dig it out all.
No, it's a millisecond, it scans. Plus, with the scan, you also get slope angle, temperature. It tracks your route. On this particular route, we've done 3 scans, but it also shows you exactly what route you took. If I did this route tomorrow, I would get different scans and because of snow variability. So you can track that for days, years, forever. And you can share it with your friends.
But you need an application to your smartphone or something like that?
Yep, we have smartphone applications. but really the software is free to share. So there's no incurring cost or anything with that at this point. Our target market right now is obviously anybody who would dig a snow pit, so backcountry skiers, avalanche professionals, ski resorts, and those sort of things. The price will be between $500 and $700. It's going to depend on the cost to actually produce.
And we were looking for an electronic dampening system which really reduces negative vibrations which you don't want to have on a ski while skiing, and that's what we achieved with our EMC technology. So we do actually work with piezo fibers and piezo elements. Piezo is basically a tool, a device, or let's say a kind of a chip which can absorb kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is always there while skiing. You know, it's moving energy basically, and these piezo elements absorb and store this kinetic energy, transfer it into a conductor and a resistor. We create electricity, and this electricity can reduce the vibrations, can be the dampening system. The electricity, by the way, talking about physics, disappears as heat. So that's how it works. We basically create electricity with our skis. If you have a certain impact on the ski, you have a high amplitude and you have lots of frequencies, right? Yeah. And it takes a long time that the ski calms down again, that the ski is stable. And we created a demo tool, so this is only a demo tool, this is not for skiing, where we can show without EMC, and now I switch it on and it's with EMC. So it's the same impact, and you see you have much less amplitude, and the ski stabilizes much faster, much quicker. So I would say 50% of time means less vibrations, faster back to normal, to smooth, to calm down.
Well, the Blade is an all-mountain freeride ski, total new in the collection, total new shape, innovative shape. If you can see, as you can see, it's a 154 in the front, goes to 95, and then 124 in the tail. We also have a women's version. It's a bit narrow on the foot with a 92, but with the same radius actually.
What radius is it on it?
We just say it's pretty tight.
Okay.
Just go out and try it for yourself. I know the numbers, but yeah, try it out. It's tight. So yeah, we have a deep side cut, and it's actually made for, I would say, 90% of the mountain. You can go on the piste. You can just go outbounds. Yeah, go into the powder. Yeah, do some side hits. Just have fun out there, and yeah, it's a pretty fun ski.
So this is a typical all-mountain ski?
Yeah, I would say it's an all-mountain freeride because you have the ability to go out of bounds. Just have fun around the slopes, yeah.
For me, Line is more like a free ski, freeride company. What is the deal to go more on-piste and all-mountain?
Well, when you take a look on the whole collection, there's a transition that happened the last years actually. When you take a look at the Sick Days, it's a freeride ski, new Vision collection, and especially yeah, the innovative shapes with the Sakana, the Pescado. So it's not just freestyle, we're innovative, we want to do some cool stuff out there. With the Blade, I think we have a pretty cool product which actually shows it again that we are innovative, and we just want to have fun out there.
Nice. So let's talk a little bit about what is inside this ski. Tell me about the construction.
Let me show you guys this one. So we have a clear top sheet here, so you can have a look on the tech. What you can see here is we call it the gas pedal metal. It's a TI construction, which is actually separated into two pieces. So the advantage is we have the metal from edge to edge, which gives you rigidity on the edges, strong edge grip, but at the same time with the gap in the middle underfoot. Let me do it this way. Okay, so it's still flexible, and yeah, it actually feels like a ski that has no metal in it. Profile on the skis is actually 3 mm in the front, goes to 5 mm underfoot, and then another 1 mm in the tail. So this is the profile.
solar switch is effectively two lenses inside one. So what happens is that we have a solar panel at the top of the goggle. That solar panel is there because it then detects the intensity of the sun, and then depending on what is the intensity, it will switch between a category 3 and a category 2 lens. And they can do that purely by using the power of the sun as well. So there's no battery, there's no clicks, there's no switches, there's nothing you need to do. It's entirely instant, and that basically the solar panel detects the light and then uses the solar panel's source of energy to change the lens from a category 2 to a category 3, and back and forth all day long, as much as you like it, or hopefully as much as the sun is out and going in and out.
And how quick does it change from level 2 to level 3?
Yeah, it's a good question, because a lot of people think about this maybe as a photochromatic lens. It's not a photochromatic lens, it's completely opposite to that in a sense. This is an LCD lens, this is the first time this has ever been used. So the liquid crystal in the lens is being open and closed, but they can do it in the blink of an eye, essentially. So it's instantaneous and it's automatic. So you don't ever have to do anything, and you often won't even notice it's changed because it's so quick. So this goggle will retail at 450 or 450 euros. And yeah, that may sound like quite a lot, but it's also important to remember that it's essentially two lenses in one. But beyond that, it's actually the first time this has ever happened, and it's super high-end innovation technology.
You can see here that the pocket, when you open it, it goes out a little bit because the zipper is a little bit longer than the fabric, so it pops out. So super easy to get in. This jacket, we have used the Gore-Tex Pro Shell, their new membrane, the most breathable one. So the fabric is quite light, still really durable, but quite light. And also we work with the new Gore-Tex Pro Stretch in the back and also in this part of the hood to have more freedom of movement. We also have really long ventilation zips, so you can actually, when you hike up to the competition, for example, you can actually take out the arm, so you have more ventilation, more freedom when you're hiking up. You should be able to ride with the hood on, so it's more like from a five panel cap construction, so it's more covering the helmet more tight, so it just sits there, and you have the new cohesive 3-chord adjustment here. As you can see in the front, it's a little bit lower compared to our other jackets in the front, because you have so much balaclavas, stuff like that, so you need the space for movement and so on. And if the weather goes really bad, you have this storm flap where you can take it out and you can cover your face more.
Okay, this is our new latest visor helmet. We try to put all the technology that Giro has. We are a helmet specialist, and we're always trying to push the level of protection. We want people to have fun, but you want to have it with style, okay? And in most of Europe, the visor helmet is a big trend. Giro decided to make one with the Giro way, like the Giro style, you know? So we are a brand full of product and design engineer, and this is what we do best. So we came out with this model. The idea was to have a very well integrated shield helmet with a pretty nice looking, you know, nice looking, very compact. Looks almost like you actually have a goggle.
Like an ordinary goggle.
Yes, so that was the idea, and to have a system that works comfortably. So very simple system. You just push the lens in front to put it up, and push the lens back to have it back on. This is featuring our special lens technology, so this is Vivid technology. For those who don't know, this is a technology we've been having for now 5 years. Vivid is a contrast enhancing technology. So,
is it possible to change the lens?
Yes, it's possible to change the lens. This is based on a S2 lens that will work on the largest spectrum of light that you are looking for, but you can change the lens. The goal of Vivid technology is to enhance contrast, boost your confidence. You want to see you want to see the bumps, you want to see everything. So we partner with Zeiss for that, because those are the best guys out there to make the best lens possible. The other feature that we have here, feed lock buckle, to make it very simple to undo and do. The inside of it, for the most sportsy one, is Polartec. So I think now Polartec is not new to anyone, but this is the best system in moisture management. So this is not only for people who like to have style, but also for people who are active. And if you are someone who has a warm or a body that gets warm and a head that sweats, this is what you need as well. And I think last and not least, it is featuring the spherical MIPS technology. I know that Sweden is,
It's almost a standard.
Is the home of MIPS, and it's a standard. And Giro has developed his own MIPS technology together with MIPS. So we have the agreement with them, and it's a spherical technology. So the idea was to improve as much as possible, keep the same comfort as possible, but have a ball in socket kind of MIPS technology to make it as modern as possible without adding any weight or losing any comfort.
So can I try it?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You can take the microphone.
Okay, I take the mic.
Yeah.
So now we have a tester. You should strap on.
Yeah. And then I can tighten it.
You
here.
should tie it in the back. Hello. Hey.
Some audience. And then I do like this.
Yes.
And I can have the glasses also. That's
And
good.
This works good for people who wear glass. So now you tell me how you felt.
Yeah. Actually, it's really comfortable. It feels like an ordinary goggle.
Great.
Yeah. How do I look? Do I look cool?
You look pretty cool. How does he look?
Actually, this is not a trend in Sweden yet, but do you think it will be popular in Sweden as well?
I think with you wearing it today, we're probably going to improve a lot.
Thank you so much, Darius. Okay, thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course.